Springtime and a bright new year.
Today is the day that my live drawing Zoom party, the New Year's party that I talked about in last week's video, is taking place, and it's going to take place in about 40 minutes. I'm just getting stuff ready, getting all of my ducks in a row. So I've got all my art materials, I've got my mirror that you've just seen, I've got my little jar of prompts, ba-da-boom. And today we're going to be practicing drawing wonky self-portraits. I haven't really done a lot of this kind of stuff for a while because I was ill in December and I haven't really done a lot of sketching. I've been more into like making breads and stuff at the moment, which is cool, but I'm excited to get back getting like messy hands and making something. And in this session, which is quite nice, I'm opening this up to free and paid members, so hopefully there'll be a few new faces there, maybe people who want to see what it's all about. If you want to check it out for yourself, I will make this available as a recording for free patrons, tiers, for free members. You can follow me for free, is basically what I'm trying to say, and if you do follow me for free, you'll have access to the recording. I also do other things for free on there. This isn't a hard sell, it's just what we're talking about today. So I do other things for free over on my free, follow me for free Patreon tier. It's not really a tier, it's like you can follow me for free and you'll get the things that I post for free. But some other things that I post for free are like events and stuff that I hear about that you might be interested in. So illustration-y type events, whether they be in real life or on Zoom, or like, you know, e-ticketed things or competitions and stuff like that. And whenever I hear about something like that, I will share it with you guys for free. You don't need to follow me for free to access those, but what you do get is a notification if you do follow me for free whenever free content goes up there. So if you're into that kind of stuff, if you want to get informed about competitions and stuff, that's very much worth it. But I'm gonna go and get ready and start this thing. So if you're going to join in at home, and if you're planning to come and find it on Patreon, bring a bunch of materials. So I've got a load of stuff. I've got charcoals there, pastels in various colours. I've got some water brushes. So these are the Ecoline brush pens, especially just watercolour in there. And I've got some pencils that match. I've got some super chunky pens that my sister gave me. So I don't know, I don't think I've ever used those actually. These are just things to use with my pastels and my charcoals. So just for smudging, so you don't have to use your fingers. But where's the fun in that? So I've got those, and I've also got, I've also got pencils behind here. Again, just to give me loads of option, because I don't want to be thinking about what I'm going to draw with. I just want to have it there and ready. Also, I've got these cool little paint sticks, which I haven't used for ages, but I really like them. It's like drawing with a lipstick. There is a name for that kind of paint. It'll come to me. Impasto is a technique. I'll think of it. But they're really kind of creamy and luscious to draw with. And of course, I have my mirror. Let me just see if I'm in the frame. I'm in the frame. And to stop us getting so uptight, which is very important when you're drawing, especially if you're drawing for practice and for fun, it can be very easy to get caught up in the details and then think this doesn't look like me, if I'm drawing me, which we're going to be doing today. This doesn't look like me, I'm going to give up, I'm rubbish, and I'm never going to draw again. So, to stop us getting too in our own heads, I have got a bunch of prompts. So this one says, a continuous line, draw without taking your pen off the paper. And all of these prompts distance us from the end result, and they also add a little bit of chaos into it, which means you can't end up with a super realistic, lifelike drawing. You've got to just do the best you can with the things that you've got. So which is why using chunky materials is also quite cool. Obviously, you might not be looking for that in your end result art pieces, but if you're just doing practice and you want to get a bunch of muscle memory made, you don't always want to be making immaculate pieces of work, because it's in the mistakes that you find something juicy. So if you're constantly getting into your own head and you find that you fear making mistakes in your practice, you're probably never going to develop in your end results, because you're not giving yourself the space to make mistakes. So this is a really good exercise to do. Even if you don't want to join in on Patreon for free and have a look at these. So that one was continuous line. I've got this, something wet, choose a wet material. It's great as well, because finding prompts like this can put you out of your comfort zone in terms of materials too. So if you're not really a painter, or if you draw with pencils, drawing with paints and something wet might be really out of your comfort zone, but you might find that you really love it, or you might find that you really hate it. And either way, you've got some muscle memory down, and you never need to do it again afterwards if you don't want to. You never need to look at the painting that you've made again if you don't want to. But what it's done is given you the opportunity and the space to practice and have a go. And because we're using prompts to kind of, and also timers, we're going to be doing it against the clock. Because we're using prompts and timers, the end result is going to be more rushed and a little bit wonkier and a little bit more chaotic than your normal finished product would be normally. So there's, in your head, there's no way I can make something beautiful and polished, so I might as well just go for it. Try and get as much done as I can in the time, and then I need never look at this painting again or this drawing again. And that kind of mindset has really helped me. And I feel like I've come on leaps and bounds in terms of my confidence in the drawings that I'm making. And I think it could help you guys too if you want to. And if nothing else, it's a bit of fun. I really enjoy it. So anyway, that's my take on it. Come and get involved if you want to. The other day we went to the cinema and we went to go and see the latest instalment of the 28 Years Later. I always want to call it 28 Days Later because I'm old school and I remember when it first came out. Really good, by the way. If you haven't seen the whole of the thing yet, starting with 28 Days Later, through to 28 Weeks Later, then to 28 Years Later, this is one of the last of the 28 Years Later films. I can highly recommend it, especially if you like a bit of zombie. It's a really good film, and I always worry when they bring out like more films later on, like, is it just a bit of a cash grab? But it really felt like it was showing me something new. So yeah, I can highly recommend that. It was a really good night out. And also the poster for it was amazing. The more I looked at it, the more I saw, and it all looked like screen printed. I don't know how it was done, but it felt very gritty and like it had been handmade. So I enjoyed that a lot. And on the theme of movies and capturing things on video, something very exciting's happened. So when it snowed the other month, I can't remember, time is made up, out on the street against the snow, we saw some foxes, which is very exciting because I didn't know we had foxes, so I think they're new foxes. Also coincides with the fact that Rolly has been very, very jumpy the last few weeks, jumping from his own shadow, so I think that's probably the reason. But we've got foxes in the area, so my friend who I share the allotment with, Val, has a wildlife camera, which I think she got to see what animals were on the allotment. We have foxes, we've got badgers, we've got all sorts down at the allotment. So she very kindly lent me her wildlife camera, and I'm going to leave you with this lovely selection of images of our new resident wildlife guy.